While we're doing that, to get you ready, click on that link. I'm taking off points if you do not have your complete name. You guys are about to go to high school, and in 4 years, you're going to be adults. You have to know how to write your name the correct way with a capital letter. With a capital letter. Your first and last name, not just one name. Okay, so for those of you going to early college, those of you going to high school, it is frowned upon. You don't know how to write your name the right way. Hit go. All right, because some of you are virtual, some of you that are here will have the physical copy. Those of you that are at home have the virtual copy. And we'll freshen that out each day. But each day, you're going to rate how you did. You can earn 20 points for each one. There's 5 to get you 100. So if you're not reading, you're not talking, because this is what you have to do. Even when you get a job, I have to collaborate and talk to Miss Young and Miss Bob, or with Mr. Young and Miss Pronish. Even if you don't like those people, you still have to talk to them. Okay, so this is real life. You have to learn to talk to people. You can't be a mute. All right, a person that cannot speak. All right, so let's look at this page here.
It looks interesting.
It is. It's actually a really good story. So the title of our story is The Most Dangerous Game. What questions do we have? What do we see on this screen?
Like a person, like on the bottom running.
Okay, we got somebody running. Crystal, what'd you say?
There's this man smiling from above.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, why is this person running? Or I could even say, who is this person running from?
It looks like it's like a story about like, you know, how jigsaw.
Oh, like Saw. It actually kind of has that same vibe. And notice Crystal brought up the guy. He's actually moving these trees back to look at the person running. So what's up with this creepy guy? Is he after the person that's running? He has a grimacing, menacing face. What else do we notice about this picture?
But it has
It's like in a forest.
It's in a forest. Is this story in a forest? Are there other locations that have
the wood.
woods? Woods, what else?
Mm,
What other places have trees and wooded areas?
A jungle.
Rainforest, jungle, very nice. So, is this story in a jungle? Is this story in the woods or in the jungle? Where is it? What else could I have? Let's look at that title, The Most Dangerous Game. What game is it? What game is being played?
Is it like is it like a really a game? Is it more of like psychological?
What type of game is it? What makes this game dangerous? So this is obviously not a regular game, right? So that's something we need to be thinking about. Those of you that are going to early college that get your novels this summer, you're going to look at that cover. Those of you that start high school, you get your novels in the fall. You're going to get that cover. What is that story about? If I hate reading, I need to find something that's going to get me into it because we have to do it, right? How we doing virtually? Can we move on or do I need to hold up?
I'm alright.
I got 1 thumbs up. No. All right. Thank you, Eric. Eric, if you can switch yours to yes when you're ready for me. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Yadira. All right. Eric, we're gonna move on, but just let me know which ones you were missing and I'll screenshot it for you.
Okay, I screenshotted already.
Okay, cool. All right. So we're following the steps. Now we're about to read. I can talk about how to break questions down before I read. If I hate reading, but it's something I gotta do, I need to set a roadmap for why I'm reading. Looking at the questions first helps me shift my eyes to what I'm looking for. I want you guys to say on this screen, but I'm gonna move. I'm going to go to the questions that are on slide 5. We got 5 questions. Before I'm reading, I'm going to look at these questions to determine what am I looking for. So let's look at number 1. What details in the story help the reader understand why Whitney and Ransford are out at sea? So before I start reading, what am I looking for?
Why are they out in the sea?
Why are they at sea? No trick questions. You are right. So what I'm going to do right here is put number 1, and I'm going to make my writing a little smaller. Hit that little T right there, the T minus. Why are they out at sea? Why are they there? Are they going on vacation? Are they going to a strip club? Are they about to go rob some people? Are they pirates? Why are they there? So when I'm looking for that, this might come out in conversation. What are they saying to each other? Are they talking about their plans? These are things that I'm looking for. How are we doing, my virtual kiddos?
Wait, can we start reading?
No. Not yet. Young Eager 1. All right, you guys stay here. I'm going to move. Number 2, what can the reader understand about Whitney and Bransford based on their conversation in paragraphs 5 through 15? What is this question asking me?
What is the conversation?
What we understand from the conversation.
No. What do we understand? What does that mean?
If you understand what they're talking about, or what's like the main basis of the conversation.
Close. What were you saying? Feel like you were there. When it asks, what can we understand? What do we know about Whitney and Ransford? Are they good or bad people? What can we understand about them based on what they say? As a character, what type of people? So whenever it's asking, what can we understand? What do we know about these people? You can learn a lot from somebody just by listening. My mom always told me, just shut up and listen to what people say sometimes, and you'll find out everything you need. What type of people are they? Are they good or bad? and good and bad is very basic. But what are their morals? What are their beliefs? What do they care about? Are these individuals someone you would want to kick it with?
Mm-mm.
Or do you want to stay far away? Because you know how they get down. What type of people are they? Are they good? Or are they bad? All right. We good, you guys at home? Anybody need me to slow down? I got a thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. All right. Number 3. And number 3 and 4 go together. The author uses 2 different forms of figurative language in paragraphs 4 and 6. What types of figurative language are being used? What do I need to know before I start reading to answer this question?
What is the figurative language?
I need to just know what figurative language is, period. I need to already have an idea of what figurative language is. What are some types of figurative language? Simile is one.
Metaphor,
Metaphor,
personification,
personification,
Hyperbole.
hyperbole. That's good. We can stop there. Those are just a couple. I know simile and metaphor is comparing some things. I know personification. I always think about Beauty and the Beast. Cups shouldn't talk, shouldn't twerk. A candlestick and a dust thing shouldn't be making out in the closet. And hyperbole is just an exaggeration. It's hotter than the devil's toenails. Well, no one really knows about how hot the devil's toenails really are. Or is it really that hot? No, right? It's an exaggeration. So, do I know figurative language at all? That's something you have to think about to be able to answer that question. And then number 4, how is the author using that figurative language? So not only do I need to know personification, but what else do I need to know? What is the author using it for?
Are we writing this down in the box?
Yes. What I have in my box, you should have in your box. What I write, you write. What is the figurative language for? And I just did FL because I'm feeling lazy. And you guys, virtually, I put the 1 through 4 in the chat also. All right. Last question. The author uses details to describe the island. Locate paragraphs used to describe the island and explain. Here goes this question again. What is the reader supposed to understand about this place Whitney and Ransford are describing? What should I be looking for as I read?
location, not the place.
The place, what is the place?
Island.
The island. So I'm looking for the island. So when they talk about the island, what are they saying? And then again, what am I supposed to understand about this place? Is this island what?
Bad or good.
Good or bad? Is this a hot vacation spot? Or is this a place you need to stay far away from? And I put that 1 through 5 in the chat, you guys. All right, so now I've read all my questions. I'm gonna be trying to figure out, why are they even at sea? What type of people are they? The figurative language is gonna be in paragraphs 4 and 6. So what type of figurative language is it? What does it describe? And then Is this island they're talking about good or bad? Seems simple enough, right?
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna do the heavy lifting. I'm gonna read today. You guys follow along.
Wait, why does it skip two?
What you, oh, because it does every other one. And this was 18 pages and I didn't feel like doing it for each one. Yes,
Oh.
I'm lazy.
It's like five.
Yeah, it just skips every other. All right. Off there to the right, somewhere is a large island, said Whitney. It's rather a mystery. What island is it? Ransford asked. The old charts call it Ship Trap Island, Whitney replied. A suggestive name, isn't it? Sailors have a curious dread of the place. I don't know why. Some superstition. Can't see it, remarked Ransford, trying to peer through the dank tropical night that was palpable as it pressed its thick, warm blackness in upon the yacht. Do I have details about the island yet?
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. As we're getting stronger in our reading, I'm going to be highlighting, I'm going to be answering questions at the same time so I can get my work done. Oh, don't you do this to me today. Oh, freaking freak. Oh, it has not done this to me all day. I was doing so good. Why? Freaking freak. Okay. Let me see. What did I do earlier? Oh, farts. Okay. Let me try this. No boxes. Let's see. I'm trying. All right, highlight that paragraph. Damn it.
Just the first one?
Just this one where I'm trying to highlight and not having any luck for some reason. Sheesh. I haven't had this problem all day. This is, oh, okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. I figured it out. Okay. Don't click. Oh, you got too happy. Freak. All right, yeah, highlight that. All right, so the old charts call it Ship Trap Island. What is a ship trap?
Like when sailors go there, but they get stranded.
When they get stranded, there's no return. Either the ship gets stuck there, it crashes there. It's basically a
Right.
wasteland.
Or
Shoot. I don't know. All right, I give up. But there's one piece of information about this island.
Why don't you put the thing on
I'm trying to, but it won't let me.
no, it's like.
no, like put the projector on.
Oh, but when I scroll up, it'll go away.
No.
Yeah, because when I go up, when I box it, and then they can't see it. But as long as you guys highlight this, y'all highlight it, the whole paragraph. Okay, I was able to highlight all this morning and now it's just,
Maybe it's because you got those open.
oh, could be. Okay, all right. Now this is paragraph 4. So paragraph 4 and 6 have figurative language. Can't see it, remarked Ransford, trying to peer through the dank tropical night. Can we figure out what dank is on our own?
Dark, like dark.
Dark, maybe? Let's see. So,
Superstitious?
what'd you say?
That maybe it means like superstitious.
Superstitious? Well, let's check it out. So I'm going to go to Google and I want you guys to do the same. And I'm going to type in dank. Not what does dank mean? What is the meaning? I'm just going to write dank. When you look up that word, not only does it give you a definition, and I hope you fruit bowls are back there paying attention. It gives you a definition, but it also gives you synonyms. And I notice you guys pick synonyms and you don't even know what the word means. Don't
It's
do,
referring more to weather.
it has to do with weather. So damp, musty, chilly, clammy, wet,
What the-
moist. Clammy is like when your hands are wet on the inside. Kind of gross. So which would be an agreeable word to replace dank with?
Damp.
Moist.
Moist.
I could say moist. What is
Damp.
Musty or damp.
So-
Because they're in an island.
so I'm gonna use damp. If you like moist, you can use moist. So trying to peer, almost trying to look through this damp tropical night that was palpable as it pressed its thick, warm blackness in upon the yacht. Palpable. Let's figure out what that word means. If you still have
Isn't
it
it, like,
open,
noticeable,
let's
like
search here.
touchable?
What'd you say, Crystal?
Doesn't it mean touchable or like noticeable?
Yes, it does. So if we look at this second definition, something that is able to be touched or plain to see. It could be something that's tangible. Tangible is something I can touch. Davy is tangible. My dreams are not tangible
They're dreams.
because they're dreams.
Some dreams are tangible.
Well, if you work for them, but if I go to sleep, I can't physically touch my dreams. So something that can actually be touched or felt. If I look at more options, what could I replace palpable with?
Detectable.
Detectable,
Or tangible.
huh? Noticeable, let's see. That was noticeable as it pressed its thick, warm blackness in upon them. I like noticeable.
At the bottom, it says, like the definition.
Yes, it does. The palpable bump at the bridge of the nose. So I like noticeable, Sergio. So I'm gonna take that one. Okay. So there's figurative language in this paragraph, but what type is being used? Trying to peer through the dank tropical night that was noticeable as it pressed its thick blackness in upon the yacht. Is pressed a human action?
Yes.
Can I press into you?
Because,
Can I press on this?
yes.
Yes. But what is pressing? Trying to peer through the dank tropical night that was noticeable as it pressed its thick, warm blackness in
Oh,
the
it was
yacht.
like camouflaging with the yacht.
Personification. And it was doing what?
Camouflaging.
Camouflaging how?
Like, okay, so if the yacht's black, you won't see that it's black.
So they're describing what about where they're at? That is what?
How do we do that?
I'm only doing this because my stupid highlighter sucks, but you could highlight this. And this is personification. So if you can imagine this big black monster hopping into their yacht. So they're letting us know that what? We know that it's what time of day? Night. We know that they are where right now?
An island.
They're out at sea. And it's at night. So this is describing what about being out at sea at night? Is it bright And starry
No.
Nope.
is
Start.
what?
Nasty.
It's dark.
See, now it's working.
Now it's working. Thank you. All
I
right.
was wondering, does it matter like what time period that is going on? Like if it's like in the past?
We'll have to see. We will have to see. But it does matter. Yes. All right. So personification, it's basically describing just how dark it is. It's so dark that this blackness just climbed into the boat with us. That's how dark it is. You've good eyes, said Whitney with a laugh. And I've seen you pick off a moose moving in the brown fall bush at 400 yards. But even you can't see 4 miles or so through a moonless Caribbean night. Again, moonless Caribbean night. It's dark. Here's our next piece of figurative language in paragraph 6. Nor 4 yards, admitted Ransford. Ugh, it's like moist, wet, moist black velvet. What type of figurative language is this? Huh? Somebody said it.
Simile?
Simile. It's like moist black velvet. And you guys don't have to make a text box. I'm just doing it because I have kiddos at home and this makes it easier. Okay, but I got personification, simile. What is this describing? Has it changed? They're still describing how dark it is. And velvet is thick fabric that's usually put in coffins. And if it gets wet, it's heavy. And no one wears velvet. It's ugly.
That's weird. Imagine if
Hmm.
where dead people sleep. The coffin. Imagine a coffin getting
Yeah,
full of water.
that's nasty. All right. It will be light in Rio, promised Whitney. We should make it in a few days. I hope the Jaguar guns have come from Purdy's. We should have some good hunting up in the Amazon. Great sport hunting. The best sport in the world, agreed Ransford. For the hunter, amended Whitney, not for the Jaguar.
You could tell now they're like on Amazon.
Amazon, do we have a question that has to do with that?
Yes, what type of, no.
Further, you said yeah?
Why are they out at sea?
Why are they at sea? Do we know why?
They're hunting
They're going hunting. Where?
Amazon.
In the Amazon.
Whoa, what if an anaconda gets them?
I guess they'll just have to figure that out. So we will make it in a few days. I hope the Jaguar guns have come from Purdy's. We should have some good hunting up in the Amazon. Great sport hunting.
Now we know they're gonna be there for a couple.
Why are they doing
Yes.
it?
So I really already have 2 answers. Could I stop and just answer the questions now?
No.
I could. I'm trying to get done.
What does rot mean, man?
We're gonna get to it. All right, so let's head over to page 5. And I know now, number 1, what details in the story help the reader understand why they're out at sea? They're at sea to go hunting. Do I know where they're hunting? They're going to the Amazon. Do I know what they are going to go hunting?
For food?
Jaguars, because they said Jaguar guns. So I'm going to fix this. They're at sea to go hunting for jaguars in the Amazon. And we're working on text evidence. So that paragraph was paragraph 7. And I'm going to put that in the chat for you guys. All right, we also had another answer. Number 3, what the author uses 2 different forms of figurative language. What did we say it was?
Similar personification.
Personification and simile. And what did that describe? What were they describing?
They're describing darkness from the yacht and
Mhm.
the noise factor of it.
And they're using that to describe what?
The darkness,
The darkness of night, just how dark it was. Figurative language describes how dark it was at sea. All right, and I put number 4 in the chat, you guys. All right, so we really only have 2 more to answer. Okay, and we still got 1 more page left to go. All right, so what do we have next? We're looking for what type of people are Whitney and Ransford, and then we're still looking for details about this island. Sergio already gave us our first one, so now we're just gonna keep going. All right, the best sport in the world, agreed Ransford. For the hunter, amended Whitney, not the jaguar. Don't talk, Watt. Whitney, said Ransford. You're a big game hunter, not a philosopher. Who cares how a jaguar feels? Can I tell what rot means?
yes, like he feels bad for the.
Like trashy
Trashy, maybe don't talk trash. So
or
let's see.
nonsense, like rubbish.
I like nonsense. Let's see if we find that. So I'm gonna type in rot. Now we know rot comes from what word? Rotten, right? So is something rotting in that sentence? No, so I can automatically skip this. Nothing is decaying. There's no bacteria, nothing's deteriorating, so I can skip the verbs.
No one's dead.
If we look at the nouns, again, nothing's
Corruption.
decaying. There's none of that. Corrosion, none of that. Here,
Corruption, not corrosion.
Oh, nonsense
Yes,
around.
look down.
oh. All right, now let's look here. The process of deterioration, we're not looking at decline or corruption, but let's look at this last one. Nonsense, but also
Nonsense
pay
is
attention to the
rubbish.
fact that this is British. The British use this
British,
type of word.
British.
Don't talk nonsense.
The British say rubbish a lot. They're like rubbish.
Right, so now we know that our characters are what?
British.
British. Does that matter? It
Yeah.
might.
Cause now we, what type of people are we?
What type of people? Not race, but where's their heart at? Are these solid people? Where are their
Yes.
morals? So don't talk nonsense. You're a big game hunter. You're not a philosopher. Who cares how a jaguar feels? Perhaps the jaguar does, observed Whitney. Bah, they've no understanding. Even so, I rather think they understand one thing: fear, the fear of pain and the fear of death. Nonsense, laughed Ransford. This hot weather is making you soft, Whitney. Be a realist. The world is made up of 2 classes, the hunters and the huntees. You and I are the hunters. Do you think we've passed the island yet? I can't tell in the dark. I hope so. Why? Asked Ransford. The place has a reputation, a bad one. Can I use that for my details about what type of island this is?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to add that to it. This place has a bad reputation.
Like it's like people,
People know about this place.
but they don't want to go.
They don't want to go there. So we already know this place is bad. Cannibals, suggested Ransford. Do we know what cannibals are?
Yes, people that.
Yes, people who
People that
people.
eat people.
Or animals that eat other.
No, that's just life. This is nasty. Animals are supposed to eat animals. Humans are not supposed to eat humans. So people that
Who
eat
people.
other people. Okay. All right, cannibals, suggested Ransford. Hardly. Even cannibals wouldn't live in such a godforsaken place. But it's gotten into sailor lore. What's lore? Let's head on over to our handy dandy dictionary. Lore. Sailors, lore. What are my options?
Mythology.
Mythology,
Myths,
legends, stories. Which
legends.
one do we want to use?
Myths.
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 Myth is good.
Myths.
But it's gotten into sailor myths somehow. Didn't you notice that the crew's nerves seemed a bit jumpy today? Now, can I add even cannibals wouldn't want to live in this place for my island details?
Yes.
Yeah,
One thing that we know now, there's more people, because they said cruise.
right. So they're not on, you're the first person to say that today. They're not on this ship alone or on this yacht. They got some money. They're on the yacht. All right. They were a bit strange. Now that you mention it, even Captain Nielsen, yes, even that tough-minded old Swede. Now they're British. Old Swede, the captain
Yeah.
must be Swedish.
Yep.
Who'd go up to the devil himself and ask for a light? Those fishy blue eyes held a look I never saw before. All I could get out of him was, this place has an evil name among seafaring men, sir.
Now we know it's more like that.
Let's add that. This place
They could die in there.
has an evil name among seafaring men. So people that are always on boats, no, we're not messing with this place. Then he said to me very gravely, don't you feel anything? As if the
Somebody's
air
watching.
was actually poisonous. Now you mustn't laugh when I tell you this. I did feel something like a sudden chill. There was no breeze. The sea was as flat as a plate of glass, as a plate glass window. What type of figurative language is that?
Metaphors.
The sea was as flat as a plate glass
Oh, like
window.
it's not moving.
It's not moving, but what type of
Simile?
simile?
Oh,
Simile uses like or as. That's not a question, but just want you guys to recognize that. So this means that the sea is not moving. There's no current, there's no
no
wave,
way.
it's quiet. We were near drawing the island then. What I felt was a mental chill or a sudden dread.
I think I know why the sea's not moving, because there's no moon out.
That doesn't mean anything,
Yes.
does it? So you got a ship, you be out on the ocean and stuff. You know how that works? You could be right. I don't know either. I've never even been on a boat, so you might be right. Pure imagination, said Ransford. One superstitious sailor can taint the whole ship's company with fear. Maybe, but sometimes I think sailors have an extra sense that tells them when they're in danger. Sometimes I think evil is a tangible thing, and we talked about tangible. So this means evil is what?
Touchable or visible.
Something you can actually touch or something that's real. With
Okay, yeah, you can
wavelengths,
feel it.
just as sound and light have. An evil place can, so to speak, broadcast vibrations of evil.
Broadcast.
What is broadcast? What's another word? You are so silly. Let's
To
look.
transfer or like to
Oh, I like that. And that may be our word, broadcast.
to transfer, transmit.
To transmit by radio or television, to tell to many people, to make widely known, to scatter. What are we gonna pick?
We need to go down and start something.
Do we?
Yes, because
Remember, we're looking at verb or
it
noun.
doesn't make sense. I'm literally
To broadcast. I actually needed to do
Broadcast.
something, to send something
to
out.
relay. No, transmit, because they're trying to
Yeah,
sense it.
right. So transmit is gonna be our word. Ooh, if I spelled it right. All right. So to transmit vibrations of evil. I don't know if you guys see those cartoons where they have that tower and you got the little, The little wave leaves? Y'all don't watch cartoons? Oh,
It's
All right.
TikTok now.
oh, it's TikTok. Okay. Well, if somebody was twerking, it would send vibrations off their butt. Does that work better for you? All right. So I'm glad we're getting out of this zone. Well, I think I'll turn in now, Ransford. So I'm going to add this in from our last bit about that island.
I
At
wonder if
this
they're gonna
place.
die in the island.
I wonder. Oh, you guys are gonna love this story. All right.
I
So,
read it at home.
no, you're not. No, you're not. All right, I'm not sleepy, said Ransford. I'm gonna smoke another pipe on the after deck. Good night then, Ransford. See you at breakfast. Right. Good night, Whitney. All right, so we do have number 5. Looking at our pieces of evidence. So what I'm gonna do,
About Whitney and Ransford based on their conversation in paragraph.
what can we tell about them? Do we want to do that one first or the island?
No, because we already did the island. already
We
talked
didn't
about
answer the
island.
question
Yes,
We
did.
can we do the other one first? The first one about the people?
about the
Oh.
people. Okay.
Yes.
It's the island.
So what type of people are they?
They're
Are they good or
We
bad?
know they're good.
Well, we got 2 characters. we
No,
got-
we got more.
Well,
Whitney is like more
Yeah,
sensitive towards the
we're not
kids.
looking at the captain.
So, you're gonna
Wait,
see the
let's,
type of
hold
character.
on, homeboy. Let's look at this. I'm asking about
Oh,
Whitney and Ransford. So let's look at what they say, because it was about conversation. Let's go back to their conversation.
They're probably kind of like.
The best sport in the world, agreed Ransford, for the hunter, amended Whitney, not for the jaguar. Don't talk nonsense. You're a big game hunter, not a philosopher. Who cares how a jaguar feels? What do we know about Ransford?
He's not very sensitive.
Good.
What'd you say, Crystal?
That he's not very sensitive.
He's not sensitive. Maybe he doesn't care about animals. Look at what he says here.
He's a hunter, so like
He's a hunter. But look here. Nonsense. This hot weather has made you soft. Be a realist. The world is made up of 2 classes, the hunters and the huntees. Could his view of hunting extend outside of the sport?
Yes.
Does
yeah.
he possibly think there's 2 classes of people?
Mhm.
Those who are high up, those who are not?
People that are rich and poor.
Right, that hierarchy.
Yeah,
What's
but I
wrong?
really think he's
We've run out
talking
of time.
about
All right, we'll pick up tomorrow. It's time for lunch. You guys were great. No,
already.
you guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know, you guys at home, if you're missing anything or if you need me to leave the screen open. Bye, you guys. Y'all did a great job today. Does anybody
Bye.
need anything?
Not really. Well, not me. I don't know that.
Okay. All right. If you're good to go, you are good to go. You guys have a great day and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too, Eric. Stop share.